Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hello Virgo, happy birthday to our Virgo Sun babies. From Sister Virgo to you, I'm wishing you a beautiful year ahead. Your next trek around the sun, may it be replete with abundance and joy and all good things. Good health, prosperity, deep and abiding love, all of it. So happy birthday. In case you're curious, I did the full moon in Pisces with the lunar eclipse reading. That is for the membership. So if you have the Virgo monthly membership, or if you have the all access pass for everything there up in my Moments platform, it's there. It's in two parts. Because it ran for like an hour and a half. I really gave y'all a good reading for the members. And so I had to split it because the Moments platform only allows a certain amount of gigabytes. So I had to split it. But the first part is the oracle and the deep dive into that whole lunation. The moon just moved moments ago into the sign of Aries, so is out of the Pisces domain, but we still are riding a full moon, okay? 3 days before, 3 days after, and with the eclipse, there's real powerful release mechanisms. So if you have the membership, go watch part 1 at least. Part 2 is an hour-long tarot where I went all around the zodiac for all the individual signs, good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and South nodes, since it's the nodes of the moon that create an eclipse to begin with. So I did like individual readings in honor of that lunation. So if you at all are interested, go check that out. If you tend to buy a Virgo Extended, the $9.99 one-time purchase, for $1.12 more, you get the New Moon Collection, the Full Moon Collection, and the Monthly Energy Update Extended Collection. That's 3 collections plus Virgo, all the extendeds. And it isn't like it starts right here today. You get instant access to everything I've ever uploaded in those 4 collections. I know, a lot of people didn't realize that, or like, oh, I wish I knew that. So that you can come back here to the channel, go to the channel page, click on playlist for Virgo, scroll through, see if there's anything you missed or that you wish you had gotten an extended. You'll have access to all of that, okay? So I thought I'd let you know, it is a monthly renewal, but you can cancel at any time. So you might want to check it out. All right, I am pulling from Angel Numbers Oracle. It is a big, huge, huge deck. So what I'm going to do is stop pretending that I can handle this beast, and I'm going to split it into smaller. It's the curse of the tiny hands. Yeah, wow. What else was I going to tell you? Mercury is in Virgo. I'm looking at my notes. Uranus already stationed retrograde in Gemini. That was on the 5th. We had the full moon with the total lunar eclipse yesterday. And then we're kind of all quiet on the Western Front until Mercury moves again into Libra on the 18th. So Mercury kind of zips through Virgo and then moves into Libra on the 18th, just so you know. Okay? Here we go. What is your angel number? Come on. For today. 828. Hard to see with this lighting, but I'll tip it down a little bit. And it says victory. Yes. Be content with what you've done. Recall the sacrifices you made, the work you did, and the truths you uncovered. Your angels applaud you and send you celebratory energy. Show them you receive it by thanking yourself out loud right now. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, you did good. perhaps even dance and or sing along to your favorite happy song, I Will Spare You, and feel the divine flow through you. So 828 is your angel number. Again, I know a little hard to see. Maybe yeah, but you get it, 828. Maybe I have to touch this down a bit. Did that help at all? Okay, so I'm going to do the split soulmate spread and sort of look at you and your beloved or whoever it is you're holding in your mind. Separately, in the extended, I push the whole reading up and continue by pulling the two of you together. So we're looking at strength, challenges, opportunities, and messages to and from each other, and messages from spirit, and hidden energies, and all of that is in the extended. And the links for that are below. That top link, that number 1, is the Virgo monthly, the renewal. Link 2 is just a one and done. It's good for 30 days. Okay, so I'm letting you know it's there. Whoa, this is a newer deck. It's very pretty. So I wanted to use it for you on your birthday month for our Virgo suns. Let's go. I love the blue metallic edges. They're pretty. And overall energy, King of Cups. King of Cups. So the keeper of your heart, perhaps, or we're talking about emotional maturity, availability. Let's see what your person, and remember this can be reversed. So I'm saying you, and this is Virgo, but you could be the cross watcher, welcome, and it could be speaking directly to you. So please take it as it resonates for you. Your person coming in with the death card, so maybe there's something that's changing or shifting, especially through this full moon and eclipse release, something that they're letting go of, some kind of growth, change, or transformation that's afoot. We have the challenge for this person is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands pages are messengers. It could be that this person really wants to reach out, right, with some kind of positive, passionate message, but is a little bit, challenged. There could be a block to whatever it is that lights them up, especially if they're going through a difficult, challenging time. I'm not saying that the death card doesn't bring challenges, right? Because sometimes the changes that we have to make really require us to look at ourselves very deeply. And that can put us in some darker energy where it can be harder to be enthusiastic and positive and, excited about something. So we'll see what the clarifiers say. And then the opportunity, wow, Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is, here we have love and passion, Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Almost feels like the opportunity is for this person to act on their passion, to sort of, see this as an opportunity to reach out to you. They're feeling drawn to you. So instead of hiding out, that's how you mitigate the challenge of the Page of Wands. Your energy coming through, Queen of Cups. So now we have the King and Queen. All right, we know they desire you, and now we know we've got the two of you together here, really connected emotionally. That's pretty beautiful. What is your block or challenge? Ace of Swords. There's something that you're not seeing, or there's a truth that needs to be revealed. And the opportunity is the Hermit. Hello, Virgo. Wow. Well, the opportunity is, in this case, because the Hermit does represent the zodiac sign of Virgo, it's more about your wisdom, right? Look at it as the opportunity to draw from your self-awareness, to draw from your introspection, to draw from the personal growth you've undertaken all this time to sort of help you either get what's trying to come through, because the aces are gifts from spirit. There's something here that's trying to come through. Is there something you're not seeing? Is there a truth that hasn't been yet revealed? And what is your own personal internal compass telling you about that? Okay, so we'll get to it with the clarifiers. Here we go. King of Cups first. Five of Swords, Temperance, Six of Wands. I do feel this King of Cups is this person's energy on this side. I do feel also that this person, part of the struggle around the Page of Wands is that there may have been some kind of sabotage in the past, maybe something that happened where this person didn't have your best interest at heart. You know, the Five of Swords, you've heard me say it, is kind of like a kill or be killed kind of a card. A lot of zero-sum game energy wrapped into it. The unfair fight is what we traditionally call it, because it's unfair that he's got all the swords and the other guys there can't defend themselves. It's the unfair fight card. And I feel like this person, while they may love you and want to reconcile, Six of Wands is in their unconscious awareness, they're waiting for something. That Temperance is sort of telling them to kind of slow their roll and, allow it to kind of unfold in time. There's spiritual wisdom in the Temperance card that says, temper yourself, right? Everything in moderation, exercise some self-control and restraint. Don't go blowing in there. And, and maybe that's why the Page of Wands is in the challenge position, because this person can't just pick up the phone and say, hey, how you been? Because there was something that wasn't kosher, right? And they have definitely got the energies of reconciliation on their mind, but there's something that's kind of telling them to just kind of be chill, go with the flow. So that, for the overall energy, seems like it's coming more from one person. So let's see the Death card to the Page of Wands. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups again, Five of Wands, right. It's hard here for this person to kind of overcome this Page of Wands challenge because there was conflict, maybe some drama. There's this energy I'm feeling where like an absence of cooperation, something with you where you were on one page together at the beginning, you kind of saw things the same way, you were really in this good co-creative energy, and then something happens. Some drama gets kicked up. Five of Wands, Five of Swords. They want to reconcile it. They're coming from their heart. King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. And something here is changing or leaving, right? They're either in the process of losing something or parting ways with something, someone, something, some energy here that just is a sign of the ending of maybe who they were at that time and the beginning, the growth, change, and transformation into who they are now. That's sort of the energy I'm picking up. So I understand the challenge of the Page of Wands because that's all their enthusiasm. That's them picking up the phone and calling you, being like, hey, babe, how you doing, right? It's not going to be appropriate. Even if you would welcome that, there's a challenge for them that they know it's probably not appropriate. Okay, so that's the energy I'm getting. Let's see the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. There we have our opportunity for how to kind of mitigate that block or challenge. Tower. Whoa. King of Cups again. No Lovers. So I feel like things fell apart pretty badly. I'm not seeing what happened. I don't know really when it happened, but it was big. It was probably devastating. Things fell apart at their hand. But now they can make another choice. Now they can choose you. They feel drawn to you. There's chemistry, attraction. It's like moths to a flame. Okay? So that Queen of Wands is more coming through like your aura. Because you're the Queen of Cups. Coming through like your aura. Special, powerful, a leader. Someone who's in full command of themselves. A take no prisoners kind of a person. Right? And I feel like this way that they can kind of overcome the page is to sort of step into the king and operate from that level, at the level of choice, choosing the soul partnership with you. Something that's very deep, very personal, very spiritual, really going within them to choose that so they can kind of override the page level energy and come from their heart. King of Cups often struggles. That's why he's here with communicating the depth of feelings. Doesn't like the vulnerability. The vulnerability is for the knight. The king doesn't really demonstrate it. He's kind of like a man on an island. In most decks, let me see if I can show you on this deck, we see the King of Cups floating on a little, I don't know what that is, a little ice, block of ice out in the middle, all surrounded by water, like a man on an island, you know, unto himself emotionally. So a little emotionally uncomfortable with expressions of emotion, not the lack of feelings. So that's important. But I'm seeing that, like, the page energy is done. So there's no real way to kind of repair that other than to come from a higher energy like the King of Cups and to focus on the choice that they're making, right? Everything else has been burned down to the ground, and which is very powerful, especially since we've just come through this eclipse. And there was quite a quality of burning everything down to the ground that like lives and resides in unconscious awareness. So that makes sense to me. Okay, so now for you, we have the Queen of Cups to the Ace of Swords. Death card. Whoa. Seven of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Okay, your person here has the Temperance, which is kind of patience oriented. You got the Seven of Pentacles. That's patience oriented. You know, Queen of Cups is here twice. King of Cups is here twice. We have beautiful energy, that past life soulmate vibration of warmth, comfort, nostalgia, whether it's from this incarnation or across lifetimes. And it's like there's something you're not seeing in how things have changed, right? I want to kind of say to you here, there's something you're unaware of and that you don't see. Okay, so because they have the Death card and you have the Death card. And that is telling me there's a mirrored energy here. Very twin flamey. There's that energy of you both kind of releasing and letting go of something that isn't serving you anymore. They let go of something that's not serving them anymore. It clears the path for the growth, change, and transformation to take place so that you come back to each other if you're in separation, or you sort of re-up your connection somehow as changed people for the better. Okay, so I'm feeling like you got to be a little patient around that. Not that you're not, but sometimes, you know, we feel the way we feel and we want to see some kind of evidence and you're missing it. There's something you're not seeing, and there's some truth that has yet to be revealed. So now let's see the Ace of Swords to the Hermit, which is your opportunity. What was I just talking about, right? Emperor, Divine Masculine, I feel like this person has a truth for you. But there's also something you don't see. So I keep coming up with that. Wow, yes, 8 of Pentacles, the opportunity to kind of work things out, work things through. And there's the stuck energy of the 8 of Swords coming from the bottom of the deck. So that means internally, on some level, you're kind of overthinking it. And it's like you're bypassing something that's pretty much right in front of you. So what's the antidote to that? Well, what I think I'm seeing is that this may be the perfect time to work things out with the Divine Masculine, that you're both kind of on that same page now. You weren't then, you are now. So you want to come in off the grid, as we say, be a little bit more approachable energetically, specifically energetically, but also use your wisdom, your own self-awareness, your own insight. Kind of like you become the guide. You become the guide so that you can get out of your own way and not overthink, because you already have all the wisdom within you. You hold it within you. So I'm feeling like there's potentially some kind of a reconciliation coming towards you, and that you're both ready to do some work to make the connection a priority. Fix what needs to be fixed. That's part of the message of the 8 of Pentacles, right? That's creative solutions to problems, fixing what's broke. And there's some kind of truth coming in that may bring a whole lot of clarity and insight and explanation to things that took place in the past, something you're not aware of yet. That's what I have for this part of the reading. As I said, I'm just going to push it up and continue on so that once you're together here in 3D, what does that look like? Where are the strengths and challenges and opportunities for you as a couple? And then their message to you, what they're picking up from you at 5D, Spirit's message or advice for you, hidden energy of this person, what's going on behind the scenes that you don't know but might want to, and then how things unfold going forward. And the links to that are below, as I said. So before I give you the astrology, if you have enjoyed the reading and you haven't yet done so, please do subscribe below. I've noticed, though, and I'm not the only one, because, you know, we tarot readers sometimes talk with each other, is everyone's kind of seeing a depressed in terms of views and, you know, being in the algorithm. Numbers are kind of down, as you would say. And so there's a widespread belief that they've done some updates on YouTube, which can often clear the cache, and therefore your histories aren't really keeping up with all of your subscriptions. So go to my channel page when you're done with this video. Go to, if you have to put it in the search bar on YouTube, put it in the search bar, Awakened Priestess Tarot, pull up my page, unsubscribe, and then resubscribe, and then click the bell for notifications, okay? And that will sort of reset it for you and get me back in your history if you've been not seeing me come up on your phone, okay? Or your device. That's what I have. Here we go. We have the King of Cups twice. That is Scorpio energy. We've got Sagittarius, my bad, in Temperance. We have the Death card twice. That's more Scorpio. So we have Scorpio 4 times in this reading. Wow. So what's that say? If you're dealing with a Scorpio, check. If you've got Scorpio in your chart or they've got Scorpio in their chart, that scorpionic energy is very present in this reading. So that's extra added confirmation for you. Now we have the Queen of Cups came through twice. That's Cancerian energy. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Tower is Mars. Mars rules Aries. Lovers is Gemini. Queen of Wands is more Aries. Emperor is also Aries. And the Hermit, as I said, is Virgo. So that's what I have. Take a victory lap. Reward yourself. Thank yourself for all you've already accomplished. That's from your angels. And I'm heading to the extended. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.